I probably don't need, actually, I realize. I was thinking like it's like really cold out there. It's not that cold in here.
We have monitor, so we're going to be blasting our heads off.
Oh, you mean we're going to hear it loud here, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, up here.
Okay.
Oh, not too loud.
You know my feelings about volume.
Oh, we're at tight here.
Are we,
We're live.
we're live? All right. Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Hello, hello. For those of you who have found that it actually does, there is still winter that comes to Philadelphia. Here we are. There is winter. At least for 36 hours, there's winter. So for those of you who braved the cold, we're very happy that you're here. For those of you who are on the Zoom or the live stream, we're happy that you're here with us virtually, and we're happy that we have these incredibly talented musicians for Acoustic Shabbat, an ongoing series of musical Shabbatot that Chazan has created. And we have Mariel Zakrzewski, who is going to be singing tonight, which we are so excited. Tess and Lisa's daughter is going to be singing this with us and with all of you. And we are thrilled to invite you to join with us as we begin on page 13 of your prayer book with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Elechem Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Bo'atem leShalom Malachei Hashalom Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzechem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei
Turn ahead with us to page 19. We're going to continue the service 3 lines from the bottom of the page, Psalm 99, Romemu, page 19.
There are 9 people already. Nobody I know though.
רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romenu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Eloheinu Robehu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Robehu Robehu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachar Ve'al Kodsho Robehu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishachar Ve'al Kodsho.
We're now going to turn to page 21, and we're going to invite you to sing Lecha Dodi with us. We're going to do the first, second, and last verses on page 21, and then we'll invite you to rise, and we'll face the entrance to the Sisterhood Sanctuary, and we'll greet the Shekhinah, we'll greet God's
La 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 Lecha Dodi La 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 Likrat Kala La 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 B'nei Shabbat Nekabel La 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 Lecha Dodi La 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 Likrat Kala La 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 B'nei Shabbat Nekabel La Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemo tifaret La 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 Lecha Dodi La 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 Likrat Kala La 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Nekabel La 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 Lecha Dodi La 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 Likrat Kala La 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Nekabel Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'nelcha Ki mekor haberaka Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof matzeh Imachshavat tefila La 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 Lecha Dodi La 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 Likrat Kala La 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Nekabel La 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 Lecha Dodi La 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 Likrat Kala La 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Nekabel Hitoreri Hitoreri Ki ha'orat Kumi
Seated. There are many incredibly beautiful melodies that Chazan Agar has brought to us, but that one in particular is one of my favorites. You can get lost in that chorus of Lecha Dodi. This is the time in the service when traditionally we acknowledge members of our congregational family who have lost loved ones in the week that has now come to an end. And we wanted to extend our condolences to Iris Sitkin on the passing of her mother, Norma Sitkin, Zichrona Livracha. We also wanted to extend our condolences to Julie Atchik on the passing of her mother, Karen Atchik, Zichrona Livracha. And there are words on the bottom of page 22 of your Siddur on the left-hand side that are the traditional words of consolation that we offer mourners. And so we want to offer these words both to Iris and to Julie and to their families. We say these words: Hamakom Yenachem Etchem Betoch Sha'ar Avelei Tzion Yerushalayim. We ask that God should send you comfort and peace and strength as you remember the lives and the blessings of your mother. And we say, Amen.
Amen.
We're going to continue the service now on page 23 of your prayer book as we continue now with the Psalm for Shabbat, Psalm 92, Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat.
מזמור השיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. מזמור השיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. להגיד בבוקר את הצדקה, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי אסון מעלה ענב, עלי היגיון ונפילות. נזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. נזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון.
We want to invite those of you in the process of mourning or observing a yard site to please rise as we prepare to conclude Kabbalat Shabbat with Mourner's Kaddish, page 24. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Bi'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon. V'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach li'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. We ask God who brings peace and comfort on high to bring peace and comfort to all of you who are remembering your loved ones. No? Okay. So I just, very briefly. So this is a very special Shabbat, this particular Shabbat, and the Mansteins know why it's a special Shabbat, since they're reading Torah for us this morning. Am I right? Tomorrow morning, not tonight. Not tonight. So what's the name of this Shabbat? It's called Shabbat Shirah. What does that mean? The Shabbat of singing. So what we're doing tonight is very appropriate because it's the Shabbat of song. But why is this one of all of the Shabbats, or the Shabbatot, the Shabbat of song? Because when our ancestors were finally getting ready to leave Egypt, and Pharaoh had finally said after that last terrible plague, you can go, there was something a little scary that was in front of them. Does anyone remember what was in front of them? A swirling sea, right? That was what was in front of them. And what was behind them? Right. Soldiers. Pharaoh's soldiers were chasing them, right? And there was this big, big sea they had to cross. So what did they do? Well, Moses raised his staff, and the Torah says eventually the sea parted, and they went through. And because they got through to the other side, and before the Egyptian army could come, the seas came back together again, our ancestors sang a song of gratitude to God for being safe. Right? That's the story. That's part of the story we tell every year at Passover. We left Egypt. We became a free people. But the story is not just a story about people needing to be free and our ancestors having been slaves. It's a story of all of our lives. Because every one of us, even if you are, let's say, in 2nd grade right now, or you might be in 5th grade right now, or you might even be in preschool right now, or you might even be collecting Social Security right now, you had something in your life that looked really hard and really difficult, really tough. You were kind of a little afraid, probably at some point in your life. And you said, you know what, I wish I could go back to being in 1st grade. But no, tomorrow was the first day of school, and you were going to be a 2nd grader. You had to go to your new class and meet your new teacher and find new friends. And that was pretty scary, right? So you couldn't go back, and you didn't want to go forward because it seemed scary, just like that sea was swirling and it was scary. But you know what you did? You took the first step, and then the next one, and then the next one. And you know what? You went into your class, and you were nervous, but you met your new teacher who turned out to be pretty nice, right? And you had a lot of great friends that year. And that's always a story that we have in our lives. Even when you get to be old, like some of us who are here, you're always going to have things that are going to scare you, that are going to make you feel nervous, and that you don't know if you can do. But what the Torah is teaching us is not only about our ancestors and being slaves, it's also teaching us that if we have faith, if we know that we can do something, even if we're not sure we can, if we keep the faith that we can do it, we can get to the other side. And you know what? It usually turns out to be pretty good once we're there. That's why it's called the Promised Land. So whether or not you're starting 2nd grade, or you started 2nd grade, or you're doing something new, you're going to a new place you've never been to, you're going to always have to cross a sea in life. But you can do it. And that's why we read the Torah, and that's why we sing this song that you're going to hear tomorrow morning. If you come to shul, which Manstein's singing that? Me? Why are you pointing at me and saying me? I'm not you. Ricky is singing that song, but we're all going to sing those songs because we're going to keep the faith and go to those new places that take us to the Promised Land. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're going to invite you to rise if you are able, and we're going to continue. The Chazan's going to lead us in the Baruch Hu, page 28. Baruch Adonai Mevorach le'olam va'ed. We are seated, page 28.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמו אלוהי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני המרים ורבים.
Continuing page 29.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל שמע ישראל אדוני ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך ושרתם להיות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Continuing privately through page 33. Through page 31, I should say.
כי מהשמיים למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 32. And after it calls off the Kayam
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ונשאנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא דהילות עושה ולב מלכותך ראו עליך בוקע ים לפני משה זה לי אנו ויאמרו אדוני ונאמר כי בלן יעקב גדול מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גל ישראל.
Join us as we continue Hashkivenu, page 33.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים 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 ושמור צאתנו שלום מידה ויד עולם השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים Eloheinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamideinu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkiveinu 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 Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamideinu malkeinu l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai, haparash kol amnoneinu v'chomo Yisrael, v'yal Yerushalayim.
Amen. Join with us as we continue with Vishamru, page 34.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בעיני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השני שבת וינפש. וביום השני שבת
We're going to invite people to take some time in their own quiet reflection and prayer. We invite you to rise as we continue now with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 34, and then the Amidah, which we recite privately, and our own prayer of our heart, page 35 through 38.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה
Amen.
ביעלמה דברי קירותי ומלך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולם מעמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן ויעלמה ויאמרו אמן.
you are still praying, please continue. Those of you who've concluded should feel free to be seated. We're going to conclude with Oseh Shalom.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. ויאמרו אמן.
We're going to invite those who are able to rise. We are going to be doing Kiddush on page 49. And for those who will be staying for dinner, we're also going to do Hamotzi here so that for our younger folks who are here, they can go right into eating after the service is over. Page 49.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצנו ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרונו למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן. לחיים.
I am. We'll invite you to remain standing as we continue with Aleinu, page 51.
עלינו
לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהן, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
כן, נקרא לך נגמר. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה
ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
Once again, we invite those of you in the process of mourning or observing a yard site to remain standing as we continue page 52 with the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. V'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon. U'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. B'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach li'olam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar, v'yit alev, v'yit halal, shemei dekudasha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Please be seated. We want to thank all of these wonderful musicians and singers who made the service so beautiful. We want to thank Marielle, Lisa and Tess and Carl, Randy doing sound, Chazan for leading us in such beautiful, beautiful melodies for this Shabbat, this acoustic Shabbat. We want to let you know that many of you are here not only for the beautiful music, but for the oneg that is following, the dinner that is made possible by the Friedman Family Foundation. The goal is that over the goal of the next year to year and a half, every member of the congregation will be invited to come to these dinners of about 30 or so people, where people of different generations sit together, schmooze together, get to know each other, and we are so appreciative to Drew and Jamie Friedman for making this possible. Now, the Friedmans also know that people who come to shul on Friday night should be invited to come to dinner. So if any of you who are here, just are here because you're here for Shabbat, you should know that you are also invited to stay for dinner if you like. There is room for everyone. So we will be having dinner in the Finkel Sterling Lounge immediately following the service, and we're looking forward to having some time for people to spend together, get to know each other, and build community. So again, thanks to the Friedman Family Foundation for making this possible. A few other very brief announcements because we have hungry children and adults who can get a little grumpy themselves. So just to let you know, tomorrow morning is Shabbat Shirah, and we are looking forward to hearing Rick, Rabbi, and Matan Manstein read Torah for us tomorrow morning, and we hope that many of you will be here for this wonderful, joyous Shabbat. And then Rick and Susanna are sponsoring the extended Kiddush lunch following services, so you got some good eats tonight, and you get some good eats tomorrow if you come back to shul, even though it's going to be a little chilly, but just a tad, but it will, God willing, the heat will be on, so you can be warm in here and well fed. Also, just to let you know, for Tu B'Shvat, which is coming this Sunday, we have Dave Hamalian from Dave's Backyard Farms coming to talk about getting your garden ready for this spring and for the summer. So Dave will be giving you all the advice you need about having a great garden. There's going to be a light breakfast. It'll be people are getting here at 9:30, and then the presentation is at 10. Also, Carol Nemiroff will be doing a mindful Tu B'Shvat walk on Sunday afternoon when it should be back up into the balmy 40s that day. I'm not going to go through all the other things that are happening. We have great stuff happening next week. Friday night we have
World music.
Shabbat morning. Moshe Hezekiah is not only going to read Torah for us, but he's going to tell us his story and the story of the Jews of Nigeria. Our Baal Korah, Moshe, will be doing a lunch and learn a week from tomorrow morning, so please come for that. Without further ado, we're going to conclude with Adon Olam, page 54.
אדון עולם אשר מלך מטרם כל יציר נברא לי את נשא ואת צוקו על זי ויהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ויהיה שני, להמשילו להכתירה, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצור חמלי ויצרה, והוא ניסי ומנוסי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, בידו אבקי ברוכי, ויהי שם ויעירה, ואם רוחי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא.
Imagine there's a second loaf in my hand. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Okay. Thank you, Mariel.
Mariel, you gotta come. We pay her to come every Friday. What?
That's her conflict. She has to be at rehearsal every Friday.
It was killing her. She was crying yesterday because she was supposed to do the Broadway.
That means we'll be driving down.
I mean, you guys, right? I mean, not just you guys.
The sermon was the right one, though. Rabbi, for tonight, I kept looking at her.
Jump into the sea.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was real nice. Thanks, you.
That was lovely, and I love the some of the harmony, like different harmony stuff that you did, like on not on Hashkivino, but on what's our Taubman thing that you do? Oh, Roman. Yeah, there's some beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, kids.
Thanks,
Time to
Rabbi.
go get some.
They sounded good. Yeah. This was fun.